Good afternoon. Um, Today we're going to be starting the garden on the back side of the yard. Um, it's Friday today, and I just wanted to get some work started, just so that I don't feel like any pressure over the weekend. Um, the great thing is, though, that everything seems to be coming together. I want to do some cleanup on the side. I'll show you what it looks like. But I'm very excited because things are progressing the way that they need to, so that I can make space for other stuff. So I'm just going to show you guys what's going on. So here we've got our brassica patch at the back. Firstly, I think I've had them, like, I've had all of the covers across the yard open for the week, so we're gonna keep it that way. I think I'm just gonna like remove all the hoops, remove the frost cloth, just to get that out the way so that I can clean properly. One thing that I'm really excited about is that the cauliflowers have started, and it's actually, they've been growing quite quickly, so I'm really proud of that. And also we've got like broccoli starting in here, so that's awesome. I'm gonna give them probably, I don't know, maybe a week or so, just to size up, and then I'm going to harvest everything and put it in the freezer. So one of my biggest goals for this area, at least, is just to remove all the unnecessary stuff, and then also just clean up these leaves so that they are focusing all their energy on the flower production. And yeah, and then when these are done, then I can start putting other stuff here, which I need to soon. I'll show you guys later on in the video what's going on with the seedlings. But this section over here, I'm gonna repurpose, take everything out, probably replant the spinach somewhere else. It's funny because the birds were like having a field day with this, but it seems like they haven't been back for a while, so they've like calmed down, which is great. Probably gonna get some coral manure and put it in here, and then I'm thinking I want to put like 2 squash plants, so maybe like a Romanesco zucchini and maybe like a golden zucchini, or a caserta. I think I started a caserta seed. And then here, over this area here, which is like bordering, this is sort of like a new patch. I mean, I really wouldn't call it a patch. One of the gardeners we hired, he just cleared it up because it was like growing a lot of weeds. And so I just decided to put a little bit of manure in here, and I planted some zinnia seeds. So I think that's going to be really nice to have like a little border of flowers coming up here. It's going to attract pollinators because this side of the yard doesn't really get pollinators the way the other side does. And so we need to, do everything we can to attract them. Yeah, but that's going to be how we're going to start off today. So I came over to the side of the garden, and I just decided to also do a bit of cleanup here. I'm a bit more apprehensive on this side just because I don't know, some of the leaves look like they're being eaten up by something. I found this strange bug in the flowers of the mango, so definitely, you know, pests are around. But yeah, I think I need to do like a young spray. It looks like something's coming up there. I think it's a Romanesco. These, because I was actually looking at them just now and I'm like, these plants look like broccoli plants, but I'm starting to think that the broccoli looking ones are Romanescos, and then these other ones with the longer leaves are like my purple cauliflowers, green cauliflowers, and normal just white cauliflowers. And we've got some red cabbages. These ones I didn't start from seed, that's why they're so much further along. There's a lot of weeds along the back there, but honestly, it's not my portion. I won't even lie. I feel like I'm just gonna ask a gardener to come in and help with that, because at least like he'll have the stamina to bend down and be deliberate while still keeping the marigolds that are dotted around, and also there's some like onion starts here and there, without actually removing them. And also on this side by the garlic, like it needs a good de-weeding. And I also need to take out that pea plant and collect those seeds. Yeah, but like a lot of weeds going on here. Oh, and I just don't have the stamina to be bending over to do all of that with precision. I feel like I'm just going to get frustrated. On the side of the yard, I have tons of peas. I think in the last video I said I wanted to, you know, harvest peas. Didn't get a chance to. I have tons, literal tons. So yeah, like that's what we're doing this weekend, harvesting peas. Like that plant over there needs to be completely taken out once I've harvested the peas, also its friend over there, and then we can make some space for other plants. And speaking of these other plants, ooh, so here we have, what is this tree? So this tree, we bought it and it said it was a nectarine tree, but the way the fruits come out, I suspect it's actually a peach tree. So we'll see what happens, but there's a lot of buds and they're starting to open, which is cool. But yeah, speaking of things that need to be up-potted, look at this. So many things. I think even if, oh, the green melon seedling died. I think I may not even put them in the ground yet. But I do need to up-pot it somewhere. All my zucchinis have come up. Have a cassata over there that's like, you know, tempting. The corns, they need to come out. My butternuts, they need to come out. Over here, there's some pumpkins. Oh my word, a loofah, that's awesome. Cucumbers, my Lesotho Charlies, Long Island cheese, so that's really cool. Let's see, there's something green in here. Ooh, my golden zucchini, so that's awesome. So that section that I showed you guys in the back, I'll put a golden zucchini and a Romanesco zucchini in there when they're ready. And here, this is like mostly herbs. this that cannot be a tomato. We'll see. But mostly here we've got some tomatoes, living seeds, most of them. And then here we've got a lot of herbs. The basils are coming out, which is cool. And then here we've got peppers, which I'm not even gonna open. But yeah, so that's basically what is on the horizon, what I need to make space for. I'm a little bit stressed, I won't lie, because with all of these pumpkins coming up, we really need to get that back garden bed situated. We still haven't put in the crow manure in there, or the topsoil. And this is where I like essentially plan to plant like my corn when everything was ready, and it's just coming up so much faster than I expected, which I'm so grateful for. It's just, now that they're up, we need to protect them and actually put them in their homes where they belong. A little bit of an update with the trees that we uppotted last week. Well, not some of them which we uppotted last week, but then also some which are just waking up. We've got this pink lemon tree where a lot of flowers are coming through, which is really nice. One thing about a lemon, once it's established, it produces like crazy. Our donut peach, I mean, look at it, so many flowers. I'm so excited. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Our Letitia plum, which is waking up. A little apricot flower, which I did not expect. So that's really cool, because it looks like everywhere else is just going to be greenery, if you can see. The plum cot has already started flowering. Also, that plum tree over there has already started flowering. Look, there's a hardy dar. There's always a hardy dar in the yard. Yeah, we've got some flowers coming up, which is really good. I need to also just take out, I think I need to take out these sunflowers and put them somewhere where they can just shoot. And also the alyssum. Oh, I've been so behind. I really need to do something about the alyssum. But yeah, that's basically what's going on so far. See, now this is what I don't like. See, our neighbors have wisteria. Look, it's a beautiful flower, but geez, it's a pain. So I'm gonna let them grow a bit, but then I'm gonna start chopping like crazy, because this thing vines like crazy, and the bumblebees love it, I won't lie, but I don't. I mean, look, I just had to dodge a bumblebee right now. And also what's really exciting is the cherry tree is also waking up, so that's really cool.